And now I would like to introduce Lori Kempter. She is with Interfaith Family Support Services.
I would first like to thank United Way for allowing me to come and share my passion and my program with all of you. My name is Lori and I'm the Program Director of Interfaith Family Support Services, formerly Family Promise. I am fortunate to work in a program that I am not only incredibly passionate about, but truly makes a difference for families in our community. IFSS targets one of the most vulnerable populations in our community, homeless children and their families. I would like to share a story about a family who recently came into our program. A mother and father with 3 small children contacted us last summer. They were in need of assistance. They were staying at the Kempter shelter as they had been evicted from their home and they had lost their jobs because they had to travel out of town for a medical emergency. Kempter referred them to us because the current situation they were in was not one that was beneficial for their children and the family. The family was accepted into our program and we immediately began developing an individual plan based on their unique needs. Neither parent was working and the mother did not have her GED yet. Through our program, we were able to help her get back on track to obtain her GED, and Dad also found permanent full-time employment with benefits, including health insurance. We were also able to help 2 of the 3 small children get into elementary school. Through our program, they were provided secure and safe shelter with warm, nutritious meals and emotional support through the hundreds of volunteers through our faith communities. These volunteers provide a comforting ear and endless encouragement for our families as they move forward. The family also participated in enrichment training, which focused on budgeting, parenting classes, working with their children to help foster their growth and development, relationship skills, as well as other life skills. Both parents were also linked up with services to get treatment for underlying mental illness. All of these were barriers that kept that family from providing the stability that they wanted for their children. After time in the shelter part of our program, the family saved up enough money and secured permanent employment, allowing them to move into our transitional house. The transitional house allows the families to have their own home. They're still provided the support through the program. We still do the enrichment training and continue to follow up with them as they continue moving forward and gaining their self-sustaining status that they're longing for. Above all that we offer the families in our program, there is nothing greater. There are no words to describe the joy that I feel and the accomplishment of not just what I do and what United Way supports, but what all of our community does for these families. The pride you see in a parent's eyes when they're able to provide for their children that stable home, and the children's joy of running around their own house in their own yard. It's indescribable. As a program of community action, our families are also wrapped with services including healthcare for the homeless, Head Start, and the self-sufficiency program from the day they enter our program through their transition into their own homes. This family is but one of the successes and examples of how Interfaith Family Support Services provides comprehensive collaborative care for homeless children and their families in our community. This program is multifaceted with its ultimate goal of guiding homeless children and their parents as they work to regain independent, self-sustaining status. Our families come to us in a variety of ways. Some have been evicted from their home and they're living in the Kempter shelter, in a rundown motel, or even their cars. Others are living in a place that has no heat or running water and they're no longer able to sustain when the winter comes around. Some of our other families come when the parents or the partners separate and the moms or the dads are now starting on their own to rebuild their lives. Regardless of the reason why the families find themselves in our program, they all share a common goal: obtaining safe and permanent housing for them and their children. We are able to provide this safe and supportive environment through the partnership with so many programs in the community. The faith communities offer their churches for our families to stay at night. They also provide them with warm, home-cooked, nutritious meals and the support that the family needs as they move and transition. We're also able to provide job opportunities and education through our partnering with Climb Wyoming, Dad's Making a Difference, and Adelante. The families also learn cooking skills and shopping on a budget to make nutritious meals for their own family when they move into their home through the Sensible Nutrition Program. Case management offers the family life skills such as budgeting, parenting, and relationship courses, and the skills necessary to seek, obtain, and maintain employment while improving their employability. Our families also work with Green Path Debt Solutions to rebuild their credit. Once the families obtain steady employment and a steady income, they're able to move into their own home. When they leave, IFSS continues to support the families with case management. They are also referred to Circles Wyoming, who provides them a mentor in the community to help them as they continue with this long transition. Families also work with the Wyoming Home Ownership Program in order to continue credit recovery in the hopes of one day getting their own home, one that they actually own, that a lot of them have not had the opportunity to ever have that before. Interfaith Family Support Services, with the help of other community agencies, offers comprehensive wraparound services for homeless children and their families. The comprehensive collaborative services that we provide has proven beneficial, as we see 86% of our families who come into our program leave with permanent, steady employment and permanent housing. United Way supports not only my program, but many of those that we collaborate with in the community. The financial support we receive from United Way assists us in maintaining the operations of our program. They are our biggest contributor and allow us to illustrate their unwavering support when we seek funds from other sources. Throughout the existence of Interfaith Family Support Services, United Way has provided the support needed for the program to continue even in some of the most difficult times. Their support and guidance has allowed us to weather some of the darkest storms and come out stronger and more determined to help those in need. Without United Way and their support, this program would not be able to provide the services to the homeless families. Homeless children and their families may be an invisible population in our community, however, there's a great need. There were 124 homeless children in Laramie County on January 24th, 2013. Without United Way and Interfaith Family Support Services, these children and families would not be given the opportunity and environment to succeed. Thank you, United Way, for everything that you do for us, and thank you to all of our community for the support that we receive, and most of all, the support that our children and families receive.